Welcome everyone to, let's see, we're going to be talking about regulating your nervous system, wellness tips for the week. But we did this last week and we had a lot of fun. We actually got a lot of great feedback talking about how to ground yourself. And my name is Manifesting Monica. I am with the Galactivators. These are superheroes in my community, and actually they are nationwide, probably worldwide at this part, with their energy information, with their music, most importantly. What else? What else are you guys known for? What'd you say?
Yoga,
Oh yeah, yoga,
Organizing events.
organizing
festivals.
events, big festivals. So big pillars in the community. So I am honored to be with them. I just have the pleasure of being friends with Galactica, and weekly she grounds me with the energy of the week. So I usually come up to her and I say, okay, what's happening? Because all this stuff is happening. And she can explain to me energetically what's happening with the sun, the moon, the stars, the earth, the wind, and how that makes sense into my life. And it's really helpful to me. So I figure if this is helpful to me, it's going to be helpful to other people. So we wanted to share this live with you. So last week we kind of did our, what would you say, like our dry run or our pilot, if you will. And like I said, we got a lot of great feedback. So we're going to continue with this. So today is nervous system grounding tips. So I want you to stay to the very end because we also are going to be talking about the energy of the week, the month, and the year. And so make sure that you stay all the way to the end, because if you have been feeling any sort of which way, and I'll explain later how I have been feeling, how my week has been going. And just to give you an example, last week we talked about how Friday was going to be the start of the steam engine day. That's the way that I remember it. That's the way I interpret it. St. Joseph was way more eloquent than I am as he explained it. But I will say that he let me know that this was coming up, the steam engine day starting Friday. And Saturday, my whole life changed, meaning things just started to unfold. A whole new beginning started on Saturday for me. So knowing that steam engine day was Friday helped me prepare for Saturday. And I will say that everything changed, meaning like things have set sail for me this week in a whole new trajectory. And I'm so glad that I knew about Steam Engine Day and the energy that was coming up, because that helped me understand and harness things. And so we want to give that to you. But we always start with our music because it is nervous system regulating, number one. Actually, it is energy giving. It is, it does a lot of things. It's going to make you feel happy. So I like to say that I'm a Care Bear. It activates my heart. You know, throw the energy out. This is what they do all day, and just who they are, their being, as they walk around this earth. But their music is incredible. They are highly gifted. So I guess if you want to say anything else, or we could start there. Okay.
Saint Joe dropping the beats. Here we go. Give you a little info for you sweetly. Day is the cosmic day. We're in the spiral of the 13 magically. We're ascending, rising, shining, flying. Seeds that within us are sprouting and rising. And inside we find the truth. We got the warrior spirit and we're growing our roots. Listening to that inner voice. Feel the power inside. We make the choice. Turning our attention inwardly. Listen. Feel the power like a fire blaze rising. And higher, still connected to the stars in the universe, and feel it all around us in that oneness state as we super friends galactivate.
Yay! Oh my God, I love them. Okay, that was all freestyle. That was literally a download from the heavens through her mouth out, and Joseph matches that. So these two are, you know, we always say that couples should walk around as one unit. And I very rarely see that. However, these two emulate that. So I love that about them. And yeah, so cool. So guys, please like this video. Please share it out. We're going to be talking about regulating your nervous system, different grounding and wellness tips. We have some really good ones for you. And then lastly, we will be talking about the energy of the week, which you're going to want to know, because a lot of times things are happening in your world and you think that they're happening haphazardly, and you are manifesting these things all the time. And it's important that you understand what energy is happening around you, so that you can now direct the energy, not let it kick you around like a can. That's how I feel sometimes. So anyways, please like this video. Please share it with your friends. Invite your friends in. So let's get started. Yes?
Thank you, Monica.
Yes. Thanks for having me and letting me do this with you.
Hey, Freestyle Galactica, your fairy god sis, Saint Joe Narcata. And did you have some ideas to share with us, Saint J?
Yeah, so I was wondering what do y'all do to prevent high stress during the day? If you have a stressful day, what are some of your techniques that you use?
Sitting outside in the sunshine, deep breathing, meditation, drinking water, taking a break, going on a bounce with my bouncy shoes,
So good.
hugging my doggy,
Yes, so good.
eating healthy foods, hugging trees,
Yes.
kissing flowers,
Yes.
laughing.
You did tell me that walking it provides when you're going left, right, your brain
Yes.
stops thinking about whatever you were dwelling on, and it helps you basically see it from another perspective, because you're not focused on it anymore. You give it time to sit, and then you come back at it after you go for a walk, and you're able to usually get the solution to any issue that you're having.
Got to step out of the environment that's creating the challenge and allow the solution to fill in. You know, taking a break, pattern interrupt, and then you get to reset and reboot.
Can I give some input on that part?
Yeah.
So I love that concept, because what you're actually doing, and this is why, is this sober method? Tell me some more what you're asking me. I'd love to answer that question, if it is a question. My take on the walking, though, you're literally moving the left and the right side of your body. So this interconnects the left and right hemisphere of your brain. And so you get this synchronization that happens. And so this is how problems turn into solutions. So I love the walking concept because I love you. I love the walking concept because you really do put your brain into problem solving mode by doing that, by the simple action of moving body left to right, left to right. It connects both hemispheres. And actually what I have found, so to answer your question, I have found that if you ask out loud, if you ask the creator, you ask the universe, you know, how do I solve this problem? What do you want me to learn? How can I better understand this? If you ask out loud, you use the technology of your voice and put that frequency out, the universe hears that question and will download you the answer while your brain is open in your walk. So that is literally an amazing nervous system grounding technique, is the walking. So I just wanted to input that because I like the science aspect of it. Like what you're saying is actually working. Oh, my son is on. Hi, son. We're talking about grounding techniques. You should be liking this video and sharing it with all your friends. All right. Oh, so for me, what do I do? I definitely use that concept. I love hugging an animal. My son Cyrus has the cutest Bernedoodle, and he uses his hands. He loves to use his hands. So the doggy stands up and wants to like be hugged. So it's super fun to hug this big dog because animals connect to your nervous system. So they do provide healing. We have a big fat bulldog. Her name is Blueberry. And she's the dog that you can like, I could just tackle her. And she doesn't care. So she allows me to get out some aggression, but then gives me love back. And she just is like very svelte and stealth. So she doesn't move. And that's fun for grounding because I can just like tackle her. I love that. I love the drinking water concept. And lately, one of my biggest tools is actually just speaking out loud. I firmly believe in using the technology of my voice and asking out loud what it is I need to understand, how I can make improvements, how I can come up with a certain solution. And I have found that then the downloads come after speaking that out. So you could call this prayer, you could call this a meditation of sorts, but I do believe firmly in using my voice. So that would be something that I would add to that.
That's so beautiful, and it's so powerful as well. I love to do that when I step outside. I'll say, okay, fairies of the universe, surprise and delight me.
Yes,
Or show
so
me
good.
something magical.
So good.
And then wonderful things happen. And Abraham Hicks, one of the spiritual teachers, recommends going outside every day and looking up at the sky and saying, thank you for guiding me. Thank you for leading me. Thank you for blessing me. Thank you for uplifting me. Thank you for inspiring me. And I like how you just tied that in with, it's like help that to come around full circle. Like our voice carries the frequencies that then bring the response from the universe.
Yes, absolutely. And not to make this religious, but I do think it's important to talk about the different religions in that they all talk about the same thing. But there are actually scriptures in the Bible that talk about the body being an instrument, and so we use this instrument. You speak out loud, those frequencies do go out. Your brain has a reticular activating system, and egg salad sandwich, yeah, you could have one. Those are good for you too. That'll regulate your nervous system. And if this is bizarre to you, I love you for that comment. Thank you. But reticular activating system actually will seek out the answers that you're looking for and bring that back to you. So you use your voice, this technology, this instrument that you are. This is your God-given ability. Okay, so I'll just add that to that conversation.
I love it.
So where are we going next?
So I was thinking of discussing what are some ways that y'all decorate your work area to make it more congruent, more friendlier, so you're more you have more productivity, and it's something to look at every day. What are your advice to others, and what do you do personally? We'll start with
So
you, yeah.
yeah, so I personally love fresh flowers.
Mm.
So I have fresh flowers. Luckily for Mother's Day, I got a beautiful bouquet of like the biggest red bulb, and they are like blood red. But I will say I buy flowers every Sunday. So it was nice to get flowers this week. And so I did put those in my workspace. They stand out beautifully. One thing for me that helps me in my workspace is I like minimal things around me.
Mm.
And also my desk itself is made out of iridescent opal. So it's just beautiful and shiny, and it has this like grandiose feel to it. So I love keeping that space clear. And I have a mirror in front of me, like a big, big, huge mirror, like as I'm working, because I find that if I take a quick look at myself, that helps remind me that it's me, but it's not me. And I can actually see like the energy happening in my face. That's helpful in me, like as I'm, putting things out there in my workspace.
Yeah, I know plants in your workspace are really good for cleansing the air. They filter out the air, and it's like a natural beauty. The smell, the sight of it definitely triggers something in our brains to release more dopamine, which
Oh.
help us do
Love
better
that.
work. How about you, Galactica?
Well, my salon station, I have a couple orchid plants that are blooming so beautifully, and crystals and singing bowls to clear the air. So I'll gong it and get the energy to move, and then feel the power of the citrine crystal there. And I love to go outside and do a lot of writing and meditating and writing songs and writing poems for the books that I publish. And nature, I find this fresh air and sunlight is such a powerful transmitter of
Yes.
information and wisdom. And when I tap into that light, it just, like you say, downloads into me.
Yes. So good.
So that works for me.
Excellent. Yeah, I like to put different trinkets, little different things that just remind me and inspire me all day, and have things readily. I'm able to grab them when under 10 seconds. So when I get inspired to play a song or sing something, I can grab the tool, the instrument, and be able to channel a lot quicker. And they said to keep whatever you want to do within 8 seconds of where you can jump right into it within 8 seconds, and make the remote, your TV remote, like keep the batteries out of it, so it takes longer than 8 seconds to grab the remote, to put the batteries in, and then press it on to turn your TV on. And you'll grab for me, I grab the guitar first versus the remote because it's just easier. So that's a little advice that I've heard, and it's very successful for me.
That is a good pro tip, because I think we have a tendency to grab the remote and turn it on a lot of times as noise, which it actually is noise, and it's not helpful. Like that frequency in the background is not helpful, really, for grounding, and so I like that. I have a habit of leaving my TV off all day, but that's a habit for me. I don't turn it off and turn it on unless I'm going to intentionally watch something. For the most part, I leave it off. But I think for everybody else, so that you cannot easily just turn it on and mindlessly have that going in the background, I think that's a good thing. I know households where you walk in and all day they have CNN playing or they have the news playing, and they don't even know that this is why their conversations and their nervous system is completely out of whack. Their conversations are super negative. Their biases tend to be negative. And I believe, I know that scientifically it's downloading into their brain, into their subconscious, and they don't know it. So they start to become these things that they're half listening to. So be intentional to what you're listening to. So that's a great one.
Yeah, especially when it's not even counting the news or anything, with the commercials that are on.
Yes.
Like 90% of them are medical related, and they're like, "Do you feel this bad way? Do you feel this?" And having that subconsciously told to you that there's all these things that are wrong, so you need to then it's not good to have that in the background. So I definitely agree.
So good. So we have a question. Into the Abyss wants to know about the Galactivators and your backstory. How did you meet and how did you become Galactivated? I love that story. It's actually a good one. I think I know a little bit.
St. Joseph came to my yoga class on the beach once upon a time in about 2015. And I was invited by a super friend to go on a pilgrimage to Colorado to meet a spiritual master. And so I announced it in my class, and I invited anyone who wanted to go and anyone who wanted to drive. And St. Joseph volunteered. And so we went on an adventure together, and we received a spiritual initiation. And there was actually a fire ceremony that this teacher was hosting, and he invoked something like 1,008 names of the goddess and threw all the intentions into the fire. And Joseph recorded it, and then he was living in LA at the time, but then he moved back to New York, and he ended up making a song out of those mantras. And then when he moved back to LA in 2018, we had stayed in contact over the years. And when he came back, I invited him to help me with the Love Long Beach Festival that I was co-producing, the Stargate stage. And he was helping stage manage, and he was DJing in between the bands, and I was emceeing. And I asked if I could freestyle to his music, and he played a track that he had made from that session in Colorado. And it was so magical that we just decided to play music together all the time. We started making music, and I was freestyling and he was making the beats. And then we produced more festivals together, the Love Fairy Fest. And the more time we spent, the more galactivating we did, the more intense our bond grew. And now we galactivate together every day.
Yay!
All the time.
Can we do one more? Can we do a quick one?
Yeah.
Because I love how they do this. Krista just gets the download. St. Joseph just provides the beat, and it happens instantly. Like, she can literally do this on the fly. So, Into the Abyss, I hope that that was helpful. But I'd love for them to do that just because you asked. So I'd love for them to share that gift really quick.
Let me just take off my jacket.
She's getting galactivated. Hey, Christina. You guys like this live, please, and share it with your friends. We're about to do something super amazing. You're going to love it. Ready? Oh.
Okay, here we go. One more time, tap into that higher self and flow. As you see, we got our physical self. We got our spirit that's part of us, infinite as well. When you feel that wholeness up inside, you tap yourself to higher mind. You feel that wholeness connect to attract another version of you. So it is indeed in time. I call this super friend of mine. Come into my living life and live with me, be all the time. Galactivating, we're connected at the heart, mind, and soul. Galactivating, feel the spirit in us starting to glow. Take us higher every day, every way, like fire, we're burning. We got that inner flame is blazing within us. There's something more. We start to grow bigger, brighter. More we share, the more that glows.
Yay! So good.
Galactivators!
So much talent. Like, I don't know how that happens, but I love that it does.
Thank you.
All right. So thank you for that.
I would like to know what skincare techniques do y'all use daily, weekly? What are some tips for hydrating your face? Because you both have very beautiful faces.
Oh, thank you.
And I'm interested in modifying my techniques too. If y'all have some interesting information.
Oh my gosh. I don't really have a face regimen to say, other than I will say I intentionally sleep.
Mm-hmm.
I do notice that helps my face. I intentionally hydrate. I know that definitely helps create buoyancy so that the face stays supple, actually all your skin. What else do? I wash my face. And then I think exercising to like release toxins and like maybe do like a lot of planks and stuff so you can keep like your upper torso and all of this tight is very helpful. Because I constantly am telling people that I have a 19 and a 20-year-old, and they'll be like, wait, how does that happen? You don't look like you could have a 20-year-old. But that's literally the only thing that I can think of that I do besides maybe taking fish oils. It's very simple. Really simple.
What kind of soap do you use when you wash your face?
I have a Clarins system that I use. So maybe that is one of the products that I use, but I have like a under eye cream, I have a glow serum, and I have their wash. So I use those three things.
Oh, rad.
Yes. If I'm going to talk about a product, yes, that would be
How about you, Galactica?
Well, I started creating my own skincare using some African shea butter mixed with castor oil.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Oil, and essential oils, frankincense in there, some rosehip oil.
I bet that smells lovely.
It is delightful. And I have a version with sunscreen that I mixed in and a version without sunscreen. And I just love that way the shea butter feels. And the castor oil absorbs into the skin. And it's together, they just feel so nourishing and hydrating. And my skin just seems to really soak it up. So I love to lube up with that every day.
Oh my gosh.
And face yoga. I've been getting super into face yoga, and I wish I had always known about it, but because I'm a yoga teacher.
Yes.
But I just started really getting into it the past year or so. So I'm excited to see how consistency in the face yoga arena and lots of shoulder exercises, heart openers with yoga and qigong. Techniques help with everything long term.
Beautiful. One of your super friends said coconut oil. is a natural sunscreen. So thank you for that. She works hard for, I think it was she works hard for the money. Yes.
You use, don't you, some kind of like crystal smooth thing on the
Oh,
face?
yeah.
Like what are those called? It's like a heart-shaped thing, and you like go like
Yeah,
this.
I
and you
actually do have an ice one.
Oh,
I have one
yes.
that's icy, so it's a roller thing and it's
Mm.
icy.
Mhm.
I do have that.
Gua sha.
I don't know what.
And the gua sha is the crystal hearts that I have that you use to massage the skin, the muscles, the fascia.
The lymph
Yes.
from your face. Yes. So good.
Mm. Well, the techniques I've been using is I've been using direct rosehip oil, like concentrate, and I put those underneath my eyes first, and that got rid of any kind of dark circles that were under my eyes about a year ago. I started using it. It takes about 3 months for it to really like show, and then I put it all over my face, and then I put her raw African shea butter mix, and I put that on top of that after I get out of the shower. When I'm in the shower, I use raw goat, or not raw goat milk, but goat milk soap. And I differentiate between, there's like a mint and lavender one, and I really like this one that's a what's the Three Kings
Patchouli and frankincense.
yeah, patchouli and frankincense, which is really good. It's and then I drink a gallon of water a day with squeezed lemon from her mom's backyard. I put a little bit of honey in there and some sea salt, like Celtic sea salts for the trace minerals, and it's reverse osmosis water. So it's very filtered, very clean, but I add all the extra beautiful things in, and it makes it really taste really delicious throughout the day.
So good.
Yeah, it's like when I drink regular water, it's good when I'm really thirsty, but sometimes it can just get boring.
Yeah.
Especially reverse osmosis water. So like
Yeah.
having that, I'm basically drinking a light version of lemonade with honey,
Right.
which is like very healthy,
Yes.
and the electrolytes really help. And I also wear a large sun hat when I'm outside when we teach yoga on the beach, just to add that extra layer of protection.
So good.
It's super helpful.
I do want to emphasize the water and the hydration and how important that is. And also I do add salt to my water too. I use a Himalayan salt. A lot of people would say like, wait, what? Salt is going to make you retain water. Actually, the salt in your water creates the electrolytes that you need, and it makes it so that your water is actually more hydrating. And so that is something that I started doing a long time ago. Another thing that I do, and I don't care if you think this is weird because I know that it works, is I talk to my water. So before I actually drink the water, just wanted to ask if anyone could bless me with a meal from McDonald's. I would bless you with a meal, but a McDonald's isn't a meal. That's what I'll say to that. So going back to blessing your water, it's very, very important to speak to the molecules that are within the water. So I always thank them for hydrating me. Thank you for going into every single cell of my body and covering me from head to toe with like nourishment, with aliveness, with vitality. I thank them. I tell the water that I love it, and then I seal it. I put the lid on top of it, and then I drink it the rest of the day. So there have been studies done. Hiroshima Emoto, we'll just say Emoto because I know that's the last name. You could look this up. Where people speak to water. They've spoken to rice, and then they look at the molecules under a microscope, and you can see that the atoms within them actually make formation into beautiful crystals when spoken to with love. That's your water, anything. So I know Krista has talked to me about blessing my food, and that is something that is super important. So I will add that. So adding salt to your water and adding blessings to your water will help with your hydration.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Very yes.
So good, right?
Bless it up.
And putting intent into your food and drink,
Yeah.
it's provable with there's this scientific belief of quantum entanglement, quantum mechanics and quantum entanglement, where something can affect something on the other side of the universe. I'm going to say wirelessly, instantaneously. Space and time does not affect it. So if you're able to do that across vast distances in space, simply blessing your water will psychologically make you feel better about yourself. You know, blessing everything will make you feel better about yourself. If you curse everything, then you're there's something going on inside of you that's doing that. So you know, you're just creating more of that issue. But when you start blessing everything, no matter who it is, blessing anyone who maybe cuts you off in traffic, and you just bless them. Maybe they're having a really rough day and they're just lashing out. You know, if you don't get quantumly entangled with them, then you don't become stressed out and you don't carry their stress and spread it to your family and friends. You kind of put a stop to it right there. And you can do that with your food. Even if you do, let's say you're at a birthday party and they're serving some really delicious chocolate cake. If it's your first piece of chocolate cake in 3 months, or you know, you can bless it, you know, and eating it that one time, you know, if you bless it, not saying, oh, this is so bad for me, I can't eat this, oh, this is making me, I want to go back to my old weight. No, you like bless it and you say, okay, this is my little experience here, I'm gonna enjoy it for what it is. And yeah, you taught me that.
You taught me that too. She said, anytime you're going to eat, say the chocolate cake, you tell it, thank you for going exactly where I need you to go. Thank you for blessing my body. Thank you for making me feel good. And you use it as a happy experience, because if you ate it and then felt really, really bad about it, then you actually make it a negative experience. And that's all your own doing. And it doesn't have to be that way. So, yeah.
And another thing I want to interject just along those lines is that always be mindful of your emotions when you're eating, what you're feeling. And if you're feeling any quote unquote negative emotions, like any sadness or worry or guilt or shame, or if you're upset, just be mindful and present with yourself. And it's better to not eat when you're feeling those dense negative emotions, and just take it easy and just drink some tea or have something light, or take a fast, or just drink some juice, and then wait for those emotions to clear out, and eat when you're feeling calm and cool and uplifted and inspired, because those emotions build, and they build our bodies. So we want to make sure that we're building our body when we're happy and uplifted, or at least peaceful and calm, and not building stress into our body when we eat, or worry, or sadness, or unworthiness, or guilt, or shame. You know, it's very important to be mindful of that, super friends.
So good.
So now we reached our halfway mark through our wonderful Galactivated Healthy Living podcast with Manifesting Monica. I think we should shift gears and go into the astrology.
Yes, let's do it.
Galactic calendar.
Galactic calendar. So can we do this inside out this time, where I want to tell you what I have been feeling this week. And then I would love to know what the energy in astrology is right now, because that'll help me make sense of it. So I personally have had a week of accept me as who I am. I'll say, like, that's been a headline. I've had 3 main headlines. Accept me for who I am. That means, like, for instance, an example, today, I didn't care what my hair looked like. I didn't care what my makeup looked like. I didn't care what I was wearing. Accept me how I am. Another thing that is coming through for me this week is this protector energy, where it's like, I am going to speak my mind. I'm going to tell you my standards, or what I need, or what I require, and not in a way that I have expectations or attachments to anything, but like, I'm going to be vocal about it. This is what I need. And if it's not in alignment with that, with me, then my protector is like, okay, we're not doing that. No, I'm not doing that. No, I'm not doing that. Are you okay? Are you happy?
Tears.
Okay. She's happy.
She gets very emotional.
She's happy. So yeah, take me for what I am. My protector energy has come out. And also there was one more, but I'll just say the gratefulness in me, like really making sure to like start my day in my own bubble where I don't want anybody to mess with like my energy. And maybe that's still protector, but that's what's been showing up.
Nice. Well, we've been going through this 10-day galactic activation portal that we just came out of, and we've been in this yellow seed wave spell. So the seeds of power inside of us are culminating today on this cosmic warrior day. The fires of our inner intelligence are blazing today, and this presence of our inner true authentic self has been coming online and getting super vibrant and bright. We've filled up with our divine human self and awakened our spiritual wizard powers. So that makes absolute sense on this warrior day, this cosmic warrior culmination of this wave spell we've been in, that this presence of your inner power has been building over this week.
Yeah, so to add to that, like really quickly, thank you for that, because I've had some new projects that I'm working on, and I have set intentions as I start my work. And also what I noticed is while I'm sitting there doing my stuff, at the end of the day, this is literally like the last 20 minutes of like where I know I'm about to like just shut everything off. I'm like, okay, this is going to go through. It's going to go through easily. It's going to be finished. And it's going to be like a wow, like, yes, I got that done. Because as the work that I'm doing, like as I'm coding things and doing things, there can be a lot of glitches. And so when I'm at the end of my day, I'm like, no, this one's going to work. It's going to go through. Every day, the last 15 minutes where I'm like, I can't do this anymore. Like I need to shut it down. It just worked. Where it was like, so it got to the point where for the last 4 days, at the end of my day, I was like, all right, don't worry anymore because I know that it works finally at the end. And it has been.
Yeah.
That has been super nuts to see the pattern. And then I feel like I'm steering the pattern. So thank you.
I was talking to another fairy god sis about this today, and she was talking about how much in her power she's always been her whole life, to the point where she notices that when she emits a lot of energy, like if she's upset and she emotes energetically her upset frequency, the computer will glitch.
Yes.
Or she'll have technological difficulties.
Yes.
And how important it is to stay present with how she's feeling so that it doesn't negatively impact anybody around her. And it just reminded me of how important it is for us to gain power over our emotions and, like you said, use our words to create, to speak our intentions out loud and really focus that energy in a positive direction and consistently and habitually flow our energy in the direction of what we want. Even if we may have had negative experiences, or maybe if there's something triggering us, if we react to that and respond negatively, then things glitch out. But if we focus on what we want and affirm what we want to create and where we want to go, then it opens the pathway for things to flow that way.
Yes. So good. I love that you brought up the glitches, because I have definitely seen that happen where say I'm working with someone or we're talking about something that's super, super powerful. It's almost like the opposing energies that be don't want that information shared, so it glitches. Or it could be that the energy is so powerful, like what the frequency of what you're speaking is so powerful that it overrides the signal that's available, and then it glitches. I have seen that, and I love when that happens. I think that that's like super magical, and not everybody is tapped into that. So I love that your friend knows that about herself. And I've seen that happen where I get on a live with somebody and like you just see the numbers going up, up, up. But then what we're talking about is at such a high frequency where all of a sudden everybody's phones crash.
Wow.
You know? And so that is very real. Super real.
Very real.
Very real. Very real.
And just a reminder, we all do a form of life coaching. So if any of y'all are interested or you need help in your life, we offer that service individually and and as Galactivators and Manifesting Monica. So if you're interested in working with us, where we can help you have a better life, we can really get intensive with your rehabilitation, with your fairy transformation. We're here to help. We can really get with your specific obstacles, we can really help you focus your intent and get super galactivated.
I love that. So let's see. Who is this? Garnett. Yep, your fairy transition. I'm going to say to you that you are the perfect example of the opportunity within us to make something amazing happen. So I love your negative comments. I love all of the completely rude things that you are saying, because ordinarily somebody who is just in their humanness would speak on that or maybe retaliate against that. And actually, like I said, it's just an opportunity for us to go out and do something wonderful for somebody else. So I want to thank you for stepping in this room, so that way as soon as we're done here, we can actually go do something nice for somebody else, and that blesses us. So thank you for that blessing. I appreciate you trying to help us. Let's see.
And we encourage all of y'all to go
thank
online.
you. Who is Boondocker, who says, my friend is very attractive? They said, your friend is very attractive. Thank you for that. That's much nicer than this homie over here. And then there's somebody over here that says, I wish to join for coaching. So do me a favor, and you can either go to the Galactivators channel and DM them coach, or you can come into my bio and hit me up for coaching as well.
What's your TikTok and Instagram handle?
Manifesting_Monica. This is where you can find me.
Awesome. And ours is at GALACTIVATORS. Yes.
Galactivators.
Would y'all like to know?
Yep. Oh, we're going to go into astrology now. Yes?
We'll do a little 7-day sprint, and then we'll see how it lines up with the galactic calendar.
Yeah.
Yes.
So basically, Earth right now, and today's date is the May 14th. Earth is entering a high-velocity solar supercycle. The next 7 days focus on emotional intelligence.
Yes.
The next 3 months trigger a massive creative Leo expansion.
So reliance.
Yeah, and the rest of the year solidifies a new era of authentic, heart-centered leadership under the fire horse energy.
So good.
So for our 7-day sprint, it's emotional alchemy from the May 14th to the 21st. The immediate atmosphere is thick with nurturing fire. We're balancing the deep, watery sensitivity of Jupiter in Cancer with the quickening pace of the approaching Gemini season. She's a Gemini. For your Western astrology, Jupiter remains in late Cancer, magnifying home life and emotional security. As the sun prepares to enter Gemini on May 20th, expect a surge in social synchronicities and local galactivation.
Yes.
For your Eastern, we are in the month of or for the Bazi, the Chinese almanac, we're in the month of the wood snake. This brings a sophisticated strategic energy. It's the calm before the gallop of the horse months. Use this week for refined planning and quiet networking. For the I Ching, it's the hexagram 48, which symbolizes the well. This week is about tapping into your internal resources. The water is there. You just need a sturdy rope. Don't look for external validation. Drink from your own source.
Reminder, we are 85% water, so that's good.
Yes.
Yes, drink from your own source.
And then for the Kabbalah, the influence of the letter Zayin begins to stir. This represents the sword of discernment, cutting through mental fog to see the truth in your community connections.
So good. I love that. That was good homework for this week. Thank you for that.
Yeah, I've been finding that it's fun to look at different modalities, not just your Western astrology, but your Eastern, your I Ching, your Kabbalah, and see what the pattern is between all of them, because some of them may give you answers what one may have a question and the other one may give you an answer. So it's very helpful to expand your cultural horizons and look into all the different ways different cultures use astrology and spirituality.
So good.
And galactically, we are completing our yellow seed 13-day wave spell today. And tomorrow we're entering in the red magnetic earth wave spell. So what this means is we're going to be purifying our heart center, growing like a castle with the spirit of giving, and connecting to the abundance of the earth as a master, super intelligent mainframe computer of abundance and prosperity and synchronicities and always being in the right place at the right time. We're entering into a new moon on Saturday. Do you know what constellation the new moon is in, St. Joseph?
Not offhand.
And we're going through a transformational process over the next week. So changing into being fully aligned with the earth and the moon and the cosmos and space. So I liked what you said about going inward and giving yourself that space for that alchemy, for that transformation, and knowing that even though it seems like we're individuals and we're alone here, we're really connected into these bigger astronomical forces, these planetary forces that are here and aware of us and guiding us and protecting us and always bringing us to the right place at the right time to have all the right experiences for our growth and expansion and love and bliss and ultimate liberation, because we are in the spectral moon of liberation, here to free us from the blocks of our humanity and connect us to our divinity and fill us with the love of dog.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Where's Charlie? Oh, she's napping like a queen.
Yeah.
I love that. Well, that was really, really helpful for me.
Yeah, we can. We'll check out the 3 month horizon. We got a great summer expansion in June through August, which is the most pivotal window of 2026.
Syllables.
Yeah,
Pivotal.
pivotal window of 2026. We're shifting from feeling to expression. So for Western, Jupiter enters Leo on June 30th, 2026. This is a cosmic green light for performing arts, romance, bold leadership. The total solar eclipse on August 12th, it acts as a massive system upgrade, which helps you clear any old identity structures to make room for your highest vibe self.
So good.
And for our Chinese almanac, we enter the fire horse Bingwu peak months in June and July. This is a double fire energy, pure passion, rapid movement, and high frequency joy. Success comes to those who move with speed and integrity. And for your I Ching, it's hexagram 30, the clinging or fire. Brightness and intelligence are rising. Like the sun, you must be persistent with your shine. This period rewards those who cling to their vision with unwavering warmth. And for your Kabbalah, focus on the Sephira of Tiferet, which is beauty and harmony, balancing the expansion of Leo with the wisdom of the heart. The summer demands that you lead with compassion, not just ego.
Oh, that's hard. Well, that's the work.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, because my lioness is like rare, active. So my job right now is to push the heart out. Yes. So thank you for that. It all makes sense now. Thank you, Galactivators. Now I understand why my life is the way that it is. So that was amazing.
Thank you, Manifesting Monica.
Yep. Thank you, guys.
Yeah. And then should we do the rest of the year?
Yes.
All right. We'll finish it off with the rest of the year. 2026 is solidifying the new Earth, September through December of this year. The final stretch of the year is about grounded innovation. The wild horse energy of the year begins to find its rhythm. Western says that Saturn and Neptune continues their dance in early Aries, pushing humanity to pioneer new spiritual technologies. Pluto in Aquarius remains the background hum of a decentralized, empowered collective. For the Chinese almanac, the year of the fire horse continues its gallop. The horse is a traveler. Late 2026 is a prime time for global collaboration and spreading high vibe culture across borders. For your I Ching, hexagram 1, creative heaven, 6 unbroken lines of pure yang energy. This is the year of manifestation.
Yay!
Yes. By December, the dragon is no longer hiding in the field, it is flying.
Yes.
And for your Kabbalah, transition into the energy of Sagittarius, Samek, and Ayin, Capricorn. Towards the end of the year, this represents the vision and support needed to build lasting foundations for the creative projects started during the summer. There you have it.
That is awesome. Thank you for that.
Mm-hmm.
Now we understand what's happening moving forward, and we can steer all of that.
Yes, and if anyone wants a personalized astrological reading, if you have your birth time and your birth location, we can help you with that as well. And give you a little, weekly, monthly, yearly kind of things, so you can plan your plan what's ahead.
So good. So I saw somebody on your page asking that we close out with a song. I don't know how
Okay.
you feel about that.
Sure.
Are you ready?
A song like over the speakers or a song?
We could do a
Well,
song
they
over
said,
speakers.
are you guys gonna sing tonight?
We'll do a freestyle over.
Or we could play our superhero song. That could be fun.
Sure.
We have a new song coming out on Tuesday
Ooh.
to activate your superpowers. You could sing along with that. That's super fun.
So what does the song do for everyone listening, Galactica?
Well, the song is designed to light you up from inside and to plug you into your divine and to turn you into the superhero that you are.
Yes, we're gonna do that.
Okay, here we go.
Wonderful. I see Triton over there, the coolest cat too.
Want to know the truth? Well, firstly you must ask. Seek to find the proof and reveal the hidden path. Once upon a time, I began upon my quest to illuminate my mind and find the gold within my chest. Fairies guided me through the portal of a friend to first contact with ETs known as the Pleiadians. From nowhere I perceived like a sunrise in the night. They were surrounding me to turn me on from the inside. Every hair stood up on its end. They're in the room with me to help me to ascend. They projected through dimensions, open doorways in my brain, and I could feel a star connection bridging space to higher planes. They showed me vision of my mission on a healer timeline. Future living hands are giving golden seraphim shine. Cosmic bodies stood around my bed, and then they poured a ball of light at the crown of my head. With your permission, I'll insert this in you like a pharaoh. Count to 3 and now it enters in your bone marrow. I counted down 3, 2, 1, 0. Light blasted all around. Now I am a superhero.
SUPERHERO. You know who we are? Superhero. That's who we are. SUPERHERO. We rise like a star. Superhero. Rise like a star. The rumble of the bass is like a freight train. The rubble that fell fast is from the sound wave. As we fly on by, reigniting in the blue. Scoop you from the mud, give a better point of view. Scoop you from the bug, from the fighting where you grew. Move you from above with the levitating proof. You become the words you've been speaking on your tongue. Cause you're living on the edge and you try to shake funk. But you have a revelation and you're shining up the lens. Getting education and preparing for the cleanse. Shift inside your chest opens up to the test. The divine separation that's dividing you ends. Now you take a chance, take your thoughts interchange. Shift into a range where your energy's engaged. Beaming like a beacon for the people to agree. Aligning in cohesion, super friends that we be. Sing with me if you please. I'm complete, heart guarantees. Floating like a cloud cause I'm seeing panorama. Throwing light about, I believe I am a SUPERHERO. Superhero. You know who we are. Superhero, that's who we are. Superhero. We rise like a star. Superhero, rise like a star. Now you know the super secret sauce, how to be a boss, how to flow with vivid thoughts in a renaissance. Strong as thunder, clapping in the clouds, prolong the wonder across the crowds. Take a little bit of this and spread it around like birds in the mist. We're going town to town. Cast a spell and be a wizard. Can you tell that everybody is a Superhero? You know who we are. Superhero, that's who we are. Superhero. We rise like a star. Superhero, rise like a star. Superhero. You know who we are. We know who we are. We overflow with the artsy glow when you've overgrown your hair and hits the restart. Superhero. We rise like a star. Rising like a star, Hollywood Boulevard, realizing that we're all in charge.
Now you've been initiated, elevated into the light. Galactivated, integrating cosmic insights. You've been turned on, tuned in, turned up with your flame. Bring on the wind for this game. Just remember, find your center as the galaxy spins. And now we enter the great treasure and you found it within. You're the one we've been waiting for. And what's more, you are the key, share and be
A Galactivator!
Yes.
That song comes out Tuesday.
That is so good. Superheroes, we know who we are. That's what I take away from that. Yes, I love that line.
Yes, and we encourage everyone who's watching this right now, if you do not sing or you have never performed on stage, we highly encourage you to do it. It will change your life. Go to your local open mic and bring a poem that you read or even someone else's poem, but get on the microphone. It'll change your life forever. You'll become a better person, more confident, and it's really addicting.
So good. So, we good?
Yeah.
I want to thank everybody for coming on. For those of you, I hope you that were watching, I hope you got something out of this. Nervous system grounding tips, just wellness tips overall. And I hope that music activated your nervous system in a positive way, opened up your heart, and made you feel great.
Yes, you can watch the replay of this entire broadcast on our YouTube channel at Galactivators. And once again, this is Manifesting Monica. What's your handle?
Manifesting_Monica. If you're looking for coaching and mindset mastery, you can DM me coach and I will reach out to you.
Yes, and ours is GALACTIVATORS.com. You can find everything on there. We love y'all so much. We'll see you at Pride Fest this weekend. We're going to be having a little Fairies and Furries freestyle zone on Saturday and Sunday. And Galactic and I will be leading the Pride Parade in Long Beach this Sunday. Starts at 10 a.m. We'll see you there.
Such an honor. That's awesome.